So you think about great couples and philanthropy, and of course philanthropy is time and effort. It's not just money. George McLean said, nobody's going to come help us if we don't help ourselves. And I think the folks ever since that time have tried to remember that and step up and realize it's up to us that are here today to pick up the baton and go. From the CREATE perspective, I know that leadership matters in whatever parts of life you're talking about, and she has just been an exemplary leader for CREATE. Not only has she been chair of the board of directors, which is a big job, she also stepped up to be chair of the capital campaign for the new building, which ended up being the second floor of the CDF building, and sharing that with them. And she gladly did that, and that government just did a great job. Everybody she asked said yes, and I think in large part because it's hard to say no to her because how generous they have been. They combined tenderness with the understanding of why they're giving. It's rare, honestly, to have somebody who is such a savvy business person, but also has such a big heart, compassion-wise, and is able to use that business acumen and intelligence to really guide the stewardship of the funds that CREATE has to give, because it's an important foundation in the Northeast Mississippi, certainly in Tupelo.
Well, Jim and Lisa have been supporting United Way of Northeast Mississippi. I don't even really know how long. I will say there is never a time when we've called on them for support that the call wasn't answered. You know, I know that the busyness of life happens to everyone, but the priority that's given to reaching out and helping in your community is just ingrained, and it's just so part of who they are. Well, knocked on a few years and our paths crossed a few times, and then I became United Way director in Monroe County in 2000. And when 2011 happened and EF5 and EF3 tornadoes swept through, about 400 people lost their homes, and we lost ours as well. But in my United Way role, I went to work the next day and started helping set up warehouses in our distribution center and things. And I look up not long into our recovery process, and coming through the warehouse is Lisa, arms wide open. She's making a beeline for me, and she grabs me, hugs me, and says, "Patty, I'm so sorry." And she takes a step back and says, "Now, I'm gonna do this. I want to do this, and you're gonna let me do this." They wanted to, and they did, adopt my family and others in Monroe County. So the full force of the Hawkins loved on our family, and the support and encouragement that they gave to the Parkers and to me just meant the world. And it did to each of the families that they surrounded with their love. Lisa and Jim, thank you so much for all you do for our community.
Well, Lisa and Jim Hawkins are certainly heroes by anyone's standards when it comes to their involvement in the community, the just groundswell of energy that both have to support causes within this community. I mean, I often call Lisa the modern day Mother Teresa of Tupelo. She is generous, she's kind, she's non-judgmental. I have no idea how Lisa has the energy to do everything that she does. Jim is always there, backing her up. The Regional Rehabilitation Center, which has been an institution in this community for 61 years, has gotten through a lot of rough times because Lisa Hawkins was behind us. And she still has Santa Claus pictures at Christmas that raises about $20,000 to $25,000 a year for the rehab center just for making a picture on Santa's lap. So they never run out of energy. They seem to never run out of causes. They're always Johnny on the spot, and you can just count on their integrity, their honesty, their commitment, which is extraordinary in everything that they do. They're lovely people, and I cannot say enough good things about both of them.
CREATE's founder, George McLean, once wrote, It is the responsibility of the people of Mississippi to try to raise the level economically, educationally, spiritually, and otherwise of all the people of Mississippi. There's nobody else who's going to come in here and do it for us.